Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Puteri Nabilah binti Sulaiman. My matrix number is 081781 and I'm student under Bachelor of Islamic Wealth Management with honor. The OIC country that I chose is Malaysia and the main journal is Monetary Policy Inclusive Empirical Evidence from Malaysia. I go first to the geography of Malaysia. Malaysia is located in Southern Asia, consisting of 2 main regions separated by the sea, which is the Peninsula Malaysia in the west and the East Malaysia in the east. Malaysia have tropical rainforest climate and located near the equator. Malaysia have variety of natural resources like petroleum, natural gas, palm oil, timber, rubber, and steel. In 2024, Malaysia GDP is 5.1% rather than the year before, only 2.1%. This expansion primarily driven by the services and manufacturing sectors, which contributed 82.5% of the total GDP. For the inflation, Malaysia recorded 1.9% in April 2026 from 1.7% in the prior month, making the highest reading since October 2024. In Malaysia, unemployment rate stood at 2.9% in March 2026, remaining unchanged for the 5th straight month and holding at its lowest level since November 2014. For the population in Malaysia is estimated around 34.4 million. The first quarter 2026 as compared at the first quarter 2025, and income per capita estimated between 56,851 ringgit and 59,162 ringgit annually. Now I'm going to the next part, which is monetary and fiscal policy. In monetary policy, Malaysia managing money, supply and interest rates via overnight policy rate, which is OPR. To overcome inflation, government will raise the OPR rate. If following the cost become expensive, and then it leads consumer reducing expenses, and then demand drop, price back stable. While for encounter unemployment, government will lower OPR. If following costs become cheaper, and then business will secure credit easily. Next, companies expand and hire more workers. For fiscal policy, by managing government revenue via taxation and spending via the annual budget. To overcome inflation, measure will targeted subsidies and price control. By that, it lead to enforced price ceiling on basic goods and then direct cash aid straight to B40 or M40. And it helps to reduce public funds wastages. Besides, in overcome unemployment, it helps by spending an incentive by defined infrastructure project or create jobs. It offers tax reduction to attract FDI, and then it going to finance worker upskilling program. Now I move to the distinction of economic growth and economic development with example. Economic growth are represented by the increase of goods and services obtained within a time frame within the economy of a nation. It expressed as a percentage value GDP. As an example, nation's economy grew by 3% in the fourth quarter of 2023. This growth was driven by strong domestic demand despite a decline in the country's trade due to weakening global demand. Then, for economic development, it is a process that focuses on the growth expressed both qualitatively and quantitatively in a country's economy. It expressed by measure all aspects related to the population of the country and address issues related to wealth, health, education, high-quality housing. For example, by the direction sustained capital investment into regional economic corridors, rural roads, public clinics, and specialized residential science schools. The government successfully addressed yearly national unity and resources gaps, thereby drastically reducing absolute poverty while simultaneously elevating nationwide literacy, and life expectancy. As we know, every country has issues in economies and as measure to. There are four challenges and issue of economic growth and development. Firstly is national debt burden. Measures national debt is expected to reach 1.2 trillion, including the liabilities. The total amount could reach 1.5 trillion ringgit, which is 81% of GDP. For the annual debt servicing costs have risen to 46 billion ringgit, putting pressure on government finances. Secondly is declining governance and administration. Malaysia's ranking in the Corruption Perception Index, which is CPI, has fallen significantly. Furthermore, financial leakage, wastage of public funds, and weaknesses in revenue collection have been reported. This collection and subsidy abuse continue to affect economic efficiency. Thirdly, the issue is global economic uncertainty. High inflation, the region, Ukraine war, and supply chain disruption have weakened global economic growth. The global trade and economic expansion are expected to slow down. Malaysia's economic growth has also shown signs of slowing despite strong overall growth in 2022. Last but not least, the issue of the recovery of investment. Investment levels in 2022 remain below pre-pandemic levels recorded in 2019. Malaysia's global competitiveness ranking has also declined.
And thank you for watching.